Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Sanjot. Have you been using Lightroom recently, editing any pictures, anything like that, and just feel like you're wasting a lot of time or editing a little bit too long and you want to kind of speed up your workflow? Well, you're in luck. Today's video is going to be quick, short, and easy, and I'm going to take you through 3 tips on how to work a little bit faster and get your edits done a little bit quicker. All right, let's get started. First thing you want to do is start to edit, right? Right away, get to it, go as quick as possible. Well, no. Honestly, the first tip starts before you even begin editing, and that is file organization. So first thing you do is when you're importing your images, you want to organize your files. So for this instance, we'll go into my local disk, which is disk E. I'll go into my work folder, my for fun, because today we're going to be editing some pictures of me and my friends in Vancouver that I had. We go into Vancouver trips, and for this instance, I already have the images imported and I named them under raw. Under raw, we go into photo, and over here you can see all of the raw photos that we have that we kind of took with my camera in Vancouver. There's a bunch on my phone and stuff like that, but none of those are going to be edited. This is specifically through my Sony a7 III, what I'm recording on right now. So you have your folder named, you have your images imported under the raw category. You want to set it up for later as well when you do export the photo. So you have your raw here. Let's make a new folder really quick. Exported, or you could call it final. Because in the raw folder we do have video and photo, you do want to make another one inside and name this one photo, because that's where we are going to be exporting everything that we work on, right? All right, sweet. Now let's get into editing. Well, before we get into editing, we got to import everything. And again, we want to get ahead. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. We want to make sure we organize everything that we're working on. This makes our lives so much easier later on. It saves you so much time, and it really helps your workflow and to work a little bit quicker. So over here, we're gonna go under film and cookies. This is my little side business idea that I will get into later. We go into for fun, because this shoot was for fun, and we are going to add a album. So these are, I believe, albums. We want to add a new folder inside. So we want to create a folder and name this. Oh, I believe it is. So you want to click on for fun, and you want to click on create an album. So this album is going to be inside of the for fun folder. So we're going to name this Vancouver trip, right? Boom, create. Awesome. Now we're going to add some photos into them. Where do you find these photos? Well, under, again, raw photos, and you have all your images here. Command A, review for import, boom. See, the beginning, when you do organize a folder, it does make it so much easier to go find your photos, videos, anything really quick, because you know exactly where it is. And that's why we want to organize from the beginning, right? This seems like we have all the photos here. Awesome, seems right. And you want to do add 171 photos. So while we let Lightroom load all these photos in, if you do like this video, please leave a like. If you liked it even more, subscribe, join the community, join the family, and we can go from there. Also, leave some comments down below if you have any of your own tips and tricks that you think people might like to know that are more advanced than what I'll be going through today. 100% leave it down below, and it might actually help someone else, and you never know, it might help me. All right, awesome. So we're almost done importing all the images. As you can see, we have a bunch of a few friends here in beautiful Vancouver. All right, so getting into tip number 2. You see a bunch of these pictures I have of my buddy Mark, funny faces, stuff like that, and then pictures with him and Dawn on the ferry when we were going from Victoria to Vancouver. The one thing you'll notice, the lighting is the same. The environment is the same. You just hate editing the same picture over and over, and you just don't want to keep doing it, and you feel like it wastes a lot of time. Well, here's where tip 2 comes into play. So let's say for this image, all right, Marky boy, we're going to do original. We're going to crop it just a bit to make sure he is centered, to make sure the framing is correct. So let's make this image how we would like. Get the lighting right. Let's say that looks great. Add a little bit of vibrance. Add a tiny bit of vignetting, some clarity, and let's actually increase some of the skin tone colors just a tad, right? Just to make them pop, and let's get the greenery in the back to really pop as well. Right, so here we go. We have an image. I think it looks pretty good, pretty clean, nothing crazy, because these are kind of like headshots, right? So we got your before and your after, right? Okay, now you go to the next image, you're like, oh, well, it's the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust exposure and things like that. Well, no. Tip number 2, you copy and paste. It's that simple. Some of you may have not known, some of you might have known from day one. So you wanna do Command C or Control C, go to your next image and paste it, voila. They look exactly the same. Of course, you wanna adjust your framing, and the thing that gives you and saves you a lot of time with this method is you can play around now with the more fun things. Adding more contrast, less contrast, playing with new styles, maybe making it black and white, things like that. This gives you more time to have that fun in editing in a way you want to, instead of having to color correct and add the basic fundamentals to an image over and over and over again. All right, with the power of editing, we come to the end. This is my final tip, something super quick, something that sounds like I might be beating a broken record or anything like that, is, well, when you export your photos, so these are all done, I'm pretty happy with them, go to File, Export, and this is where you can export your photos. So we have a final total count of 115. The last tip that I'd like to give that's super quick, super easy, is naming your photos. It's that simple. Some people would just like to say, yep, JPEG full size, anything like that, boom, click export, and it takes you to a final file that you can export your images to. Well, one thing that I love doing, and it helps save a lot of time, again, this is all about saving time and getting your pictures edited as quickly as possible and also doing more fun things, is click under this more option area. You can keep all the information the same, all metadata, everything like that. And then you wanna, it will say original. You wanna click custom name, and you can name this Vancouver Pics. There you go, done. This will automatically change to 1, and you'll get your example right here. It'll say Vancouver Pics -001.jpg. All the other settings can stay the same, screen, standard, and sRGB, right? You go to export. Here's the amazing part. When you're done, and you're ready to export, you find your folder again, Vancouver Trips, exported, boom, photos. You're ready to go. You don't have to make a folder again. You don't even have to look for where the folder is. You know exactly where it is and exactly where to put the images. So you select Vancouver Trips, exported photo, select folder, boom, it starts exporting, and it's that simple. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Super quick tips. If you have any other tips that you think I might benefit from, or anybody else at all, leave a comment down below. If this also helped you, leave a like. And if you really like the video that much, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Helps fight the algorithm. Well, talk to you guys next time, and have an awesome day.